What can 160 years of experience teach you about the future? A lot, especially when it comes to protecting what matters. At Pacific Life, we've helped people and businesses confidently embrace the future with life insurance, retirement income, and employee benefits. With strategies built on strength and trust, and a promise to be here for you today and tomorrow. Ask a financial professional how Pacific Life can help you today. Pacific Life Insurance Company, Omaha, Nebraska, and in New York. Pacific Life and Annuity, Phoenix, Arizona.
After 22 years on the radio, we couldn't stay quiet for long.
We're Lori and Julia, still loud.
Pop culture, gossip, books, TV, music,
and probably a little too much laughter.
Let's do this.
Thanks for hanging out with us. This is Lori and Julia, and we're still loud.
We're still loud, and here we are. Oh my gosh. Okay, one of the things I am loving about chatting with you again, Julia, is I've really missed sharing Casey stories with you, which I always would share with you on the radio.
I think everybody else misses the Casey stories too, because I think of the Sprongs, I think of the white hookahs, I think of the squirrels. I mean, my brother is an endless amount of stories.
He really,
we appreciate him for that.
We really do. And I do know you and I have talked about this, that men are sticky finger magoos.
They are sticky finger magoos.
They leave a trail. Casey leaves a trail of honey, sugar, peanut butter, jam, sauce, barbecue sauce, everywhere he goes. And
Jeff's really only trail that he leaves is coffee grounds, because I swear it blends in with our countertop.
It's true.
He literally can't see it. So that's his only one that he leaves the trail of.
Okay, well, Casey is a smudge. I mean, it's like
he's a smudge Ovian.
Oh, yeah. But I realized I had this epiphany earlier this summer when I saw him eating something with his big paws, and I realized I'm married to a man with honey bear hands. And if you just picture a honey bear, some kind of a cute bear, and their big hands, and they're eating, it's getting everywhere, okay? It's
everywhere.
And I can't even get mad at him. I just clean up behind him, and am glad that I'm able to have two ladies come in and take care of my house once a month, and deep clean it.
Absolutely.
So, but now here is the other side of honey bear hands. So I don't, I haven't seen you on a daily basis since, we quit doing our radio show. And
in fact, we went months. At one point.
But I would occasionally bring in necklaces for you to untangle. You're a very good untangler. Thank you very much. You know how to untangle.
Well, you get a pinhead and then you just start going slow. Yep.
I have discovered
that
Casey, he of the honey bear hands, with his sausage fingers, can untangle
necklaces?
Yes.
And he has the patience for it?
Yes, Julia. I had a necklace.
The paws have purpose?
Yes, these paws have purpose. I couldn't believe it. I had a necklace that had 3 double knots going down the chain.
Yep.
And one might have been a triple knot. And I just casually mentioned that I didn't think I could impose upon you this early on to start untangling for me. And he goes,
I already untangle your headsets, Lori, and your microphone stuff. I thank you for knowing when to stop.
Anyway, he untangled it. And I was marveling because his fingers are just like, so they're so big and they make such a mess, but they were nimble. I was very impressed.
Maybe you should ask him to sew a button for you next. Threading a needle is brutal.
And while he was doing it, he's wearing a pair of Envision glasses that he got, I don't know, maybe 8 years ago. They're salt, but they're clear.
Yes.
And he looks so sexy in them. Still, I mean, I was just like, "Rrr."
There's something about classic looks. And I'm just going to say this about Envision is that, it's kind of a perfect time to pick out some eyeglasses. They're the best accessory. And everybody at Envision is so knowledgeable about all their product lines that they have and also what works perfect on your face.
And fall is a perfect time for a new look. Nothing changes your style faster than new frames from Envision. We can say that with absolute certainty.
And I'm going to get finally a pair of aviator kind of wire frames from them. They've got 4 great locations in the Twin Cities, in Minnetonka, in Edina, in the Galleria, in St. Paul, and Grand and Victoria. And the last one.
North Loop.
Thank you.
Okay.
Envision Distinctive Eyewear. Tell them the girl sent you.
Looking for the ultimate beauty secret? A simple switch from cotton pillowcases to Blissy's pure silk pillowcase can transform any skincare and hair care routine. This isn't just any silk pillowcase. Blissy uses the highest grade mulberry silk, earning it the title of Best Gift of 2024. Unlike synthetic satin pillowcases that damage hair and skin, Blissy's dermatologist-tested silk is clinically proven to prevent clogged pores while maintaining natural moisture balance. The benefits are remarkable. Smoother, healthier hair, preserved styling, and no more morning sleep wrinkles. The naturally cooling silk provides perfect temperature regulation for peaceful sleep, while its antibacterial properties maintain a clean sleep environment. Over 3 million Blissy pillowcases have been sold, and they've been featured everywhere from Live with Kelly and Mark to Oprah Daily. With over 70 stunning colors, including the new Wicked and Harry Potter collections, there's a perfect Blissy for everyone. Because you're a listener, Blissy is offering 60 nights risk-free, plus an additional 30% off when you shop at blissy.com/Wondery. That's BLISSY.com/Wondery. And use code Wondery to get an additional 30% off. Your skin and hair will thank you.
So anyway.
I love how you always comment like, he's so sexy doing his work with his big paws.
Oh my gosh. He also not resold the cushion seat, but what do you call that?
He did what to a cushion seat?
He took out the flattened 30-year-old.
He replaced a cushion that with a zipper that goes on
not
your
a
couch
zipper.
or something.
He had to use the pliers and go to a SL Harris and get the cushion.
For what?
The dining room chairs that are like 50 years old.
So Casey redid all the cushions.
He did, and I'm telling you,
he really is the girl sometimes in your relationship. And I don't mean that to sound as sexist as it does.
I was so attracted to him. He was just sweating and cutting things, and he drove
I can
to
hear
Burnsville. And
right behind him, go Casey,
Oh,
go.
yeah.
You're my hero,
and
Casey.
I reward him.
I'm sure you do.
Anyway, okay, changing.
I do love how much you love him.
Yeah, thank you.
I
like him.
I absolutely.
That's the most important thing.
Yeah, I think it's super sweet.
Well, speaking of loving and liking somebody, our Neil Justin from the Star Tribune.
Love Neil.
He did a story about celebrity proposals. Basically,
Perfect for Neil.
Yeah, perfect for Neil, but perfect for, there's this Taylor and Travis getting engaged, spawned how many stories, her album is out and all of that. But I loved that he did a deep dive on 9 celebrity proposals that engaged our attention. Because really, the stories about Taylor and Travis, I mean, it was so great, even how even
people who you wouldn't even think would know about it knew about it and asked me about it. And I'm like, how do you know that? But it's universal. Their love is universal.
It really is. And your English teacher and your gym teacher are getting married. It was so cute. But other celebrity proposals, if you go back, and thanks to Neil, we can do that. Let's go back to another celebrity proposal. Tom Cruise and Katie Holmes.
On top of the Eiffel Tower.
That's right.
I was even going to say this before you brought it up, but talk about it.
Okay, so it's June 2005, and less than a month after nearly destroying Oprah's couch, he brought her to the top of the Eiffel Tower where he asked for her hand. He didn't bungee jump or anything like that. And the early morning proposal was followed by a news conference for War of the Worlds, in which a beaming Katie Holmes didn't say a word. She didn't yet know she was going to have to blink for help. And
do you remember how crazy in love she was with Tom Cruise? I mean, this was when
he love bombed her.
He was auditioning everybody to be his girlfriend and wife at the time, taking them on motorcycle rides, doing all these things. But when you bring up War of the Worlds, this caused a huge rift between Steven Spielberg and Tom Cruise at the time because he was supposed to be marketing the movie, but he kind of blew everything and made it be all about him.
Well, he got in a fight with Matt Lauer on the Today Show.
You're being glib.
Glib, that's right.
Matt,
Matt. He goes, Matt, you're being glib, because Matt was actually asking him. He got him off topic because Tom Cruise no longer had Pat Kingsley.
They were
being his
talking
PR
about Brooke Shields being on antidepressants.
for postpartum depression.
That was that conversation. So that was an epic. That's an epic place to get engaged, and it screams, "Look at me!"
And
Ta-da.
it made worldwide news. Okay, so that was another one.
Okay,
I'll give you another one that we've forgotten about. Maybe she hasn't, but Kim Kardashian and Kanye West, when they got engaged in 2013, it was Kim's 33rd birthday, and he rented out San Francisco's AT&T Park for the event, recruiting a 50-piece orchestra that played Lana Del Rey's Young and Beautiful in the background. All their family were hiding in the dugout, and they all came out to this spectacular fireworks display. And the Giants, who'd won the 2012 World Series, finished third in their division, and they missed the playoffs. But that was a marriage proposal, and we might have just ignored it because we felt so we didn't ever like the two of them together.
ever.
Again, do you notice the love bombing action here that's going on with that one?
And
they are
when
no
you
longer
say-
married.
Wait a minute, are you sure, Lori? But when you say love bombing, you're just talking about someone being so overwhelming.
Over the top, early, right away, just rushing you with all these experiences.
Gifts, everything, and then but slowly isolating you.
Possibly.
Okay,
But
yeah,
love
but
bombing can be a red flag.
Yeah.
Okay, now here is another one I totally forgot about.
I don't know that I want to get engaged. I mean, in either of those situations, like on a baseball dugout field.
Well, it wasn't being broadcast to the
Yeah.
public. It was then on their show, I think.
Right,
And then
okay.
they released
Okay.
footage to People magazine
Sure,
or
okay.
whatever. Now, this one is maybe in Hollywood lore, people kind of vaguely know that Grace Kelly was married to Prince Rainier of Monaco.
Yes.
When he popped the question, we have to go all the way back to January 1956.
I was going to say 53. Okay.
50, if you measure love by the carat, this is what Neil is writing, it's hard to top this proposal. The Prince of Monaco presented his bride-to-be with 2 stunning rings, including one dazzler that practically blindsided Kelly's co-stars in her final movie, High Society. She chose royal duties over building on her Oscar-winning career and retired from the screen at the age of 26.
Isn't that something?
And they stayed married until she got in the car accident in Monaco. I'll put a little pin on Grace Kelly, though. Don't cry for her Argentina, because Grace Kelly was known to have affairs.
I was going to say she
have
was
romances with every one of her leading men.
Yeah. And so by 26,
She was done with dating.
She was a seasoned vet.
Right.
She was done.
So they had a 2-day wedding because he was the king of Monaco. Yeah. And a lot
And
of
then
people
so much tragedy followed in that family.
Yeah, and a lot of people still model dresses. Like I think of Kate Middleton's dress, modeled right after Grace Kelly's dress. You know, the sleeves of lace and very classic. Still a beautiful gown. Here's another one:
Okay.
June Carter and Johnny Cash.
Now I don't even know this one because I think it's before
Well, they were both,
I started to read.
Yes, well, they were both married to other people, and they had undeniable chemistry
Yes.
together. And she
Did they perform together?
Yes.
So then we can
We know about this. And the daughter of country music royalty, because June Carter comes from the Carter family, had already turned down Johnny Cash several times. And they were performing in London, Ontario.
Oh, that was tricky.
Have you ever
That
been?
was tricky because
Yeah.
I'm like, they went to London back then? I mean, what year are we in?
We're in 1968.
Okay.
And after they performed their signature Jackson, We Got Married in a Fever.
Okay.
He asked for her hand in front of 7,000 fans. I think
And she's still married.
we see this in the movie.
walk the line. But is she still married at this point?
I don't know that she's married anymore, and I think he's separated or whatever.
So. I don't think he cared so much as she would have.
Yeah, she said yes. And he was still deep in the throes of serious drug and alcohol addiction. He eventually found sobriety, and they stayed together until she died in 2003, and then he passed away 4 months later of a broken heart.
Oh,
yeah.
All right.
So that one made worldwide news.
Yes.
In 1968, they were also looking for a spot of good news because it was the
via Morse code and a telegram.
That's right. That's right. One other. Oh, here, I got two more epic.
Okay.
So this couple just drove us crazy because they got engaged on December 23rd, 2004. This Grammy winner, let's see if you can get this.
Oh, I know who this is.
Wooed the supermodel during a skiing trip to Whistler. And he took her by helicopter to the top of a glacier where a specially designed igloo was waiting. Who is this couple? 2004. They celebrated their anniversary every year.
Seal and Heidi Klum.
That's correct,
And
Julia.
I am going to say this. When you celebrate, someone did say that about Nicole and Keith, is that they always kind of are like so profusing their love all the time that when you have to keep doing that, that might be a sign. But Mariah Carey and Seal, my word,
Heidi Klum.
Oh, Heidi Klum.
Yeah.
Thank you. They went to like Disney World every year and redid their vows or something.
Every
Am
single
I getting
year.
her mixed up with Mariah? Okay.
Well, Mariah went
and
to
Nick
Disneyland.
Cannon did that a lot
they
too.
did that. But
okay.
And then a month before the proposal, Seal had released a greatest hit collection that included a new cover of Walk On By, a tearjerker of a song about, breaking up. It's such a good song. And that marriage lasted, for 9 years.
9 years. Okay.
They got out before the 10-year mark.
As Tom and Nicole did, Tom Cruise and Nicole. But
That's right.
but when you do that, I've never thought on one of my anniversaries ever, in both of my marriages, let's redo our vows publicly, ever.
So
I don't get that thinking even.
It was
That's
a red
grandiose.
flag for them. Okay,
Yeah.
the last one I'm going to give you only because it's Viking related. Skoll. This is, people may have forgotten that, Mrs. Cosby, Felicia
Rashad.
That's right. Well, she was Felicia Ayers Allen
Yes.
and Ahmad Rashad.
Was so beautiful.
Proposed to her in
Number 44.
Julia, see, I knew you'd like this one. The year is 1985. The date is November 28th. And he was sweating like he was in the Super Bowl when he broke away from a Detroit Lions field report to ask studio host Bob Costas to track down his Cosby Show girlfriend from the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. He agreed to pass along the proposal, but only if he could get tickets to the Cosby Show taping.
Okay, wait a minute. So Felicia Rashad was in the Macy's Day Parade?
Yes, maybe she was on a
and
float.
he's on a football field, and he asked Bob Costas to liaise on it?
Yes. And it made
Again,
news.
that's so weird, though.
It made news. Bill Cosby walked his TV wife down the aisle. Rashad's best man at the wedding.
Fran Tarkington. No, I'm not.
Oh, Neil, we owe you one for this story.
Tommy Kramer.
O.J. Simpson.
Oh.
How about that?
Far off I was. Wow.
And they were only married. Well, they were married from 1985 to 2001. So it was a shocker too, I guess. When
That's
they
a
broke
long
up.
time.
Yeah, it is.
That's a long time. And she continues to shine in TV and movies, and she's on the Gilded Age
Yes.
as the mom of
Fantastic.
Whatever her name is.
Whatever her name is.
you know the one.
Yeah. And,
How did Casey propose to you?
in bed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much.
Yeah. Sorry for my
I had
hands.
one in the shower and one sitting on a chair.
I mean, these things don't need to be planned out. And Nina Dobrov and Shaun White, they just broke up. And
Yes.
they've been engaged for 5 years, which is a red flag.
Always.
But when they got engaged in 2024, she thought, and I just think of her as
But
the
you said
Vampire
they've been
Diaries.
engaged for 5 years, and when they got engaged in 2024?
Yeah.
So they've been engaged for a year, but they've been together for a while.
Yes,
Okay,
that's it.
I'm just doing the math.
Yeah, do
the astronaut
Thank
math.
you, the astronaut
As
math.
it were.
So the Vampire's Diary star thought she was attending a fashion show, but she was tricked. It was all a little prank by Shaun White, the Oscar-winning snowboarder, who capped his successful misdirect with an order from Shake Shack.
Okay, that's cute. That's cute. You know, the thing
They've
is,
been together since 2019.
I thought they were good.
I did too, but
Look
anyway.
at what we don't know. You know who? I don't know whoever, if they ever got married, one of those Property brothers. And Zoe Deschanel.
Chanel, they're in a long engagement.
Yeah,
But I don't think they had a public proposal.
I don't think so
These
either.
were all public proposals.
Well, the trend is now with the kids, because my kids are in this age group, is that
Oh, yes.
it seems to be in parks and the family's kind of hiding behind a rock or something.
The family, the whole family, I would hate
They
that.
bring close people in to take pictures, or just maybe another couple in the family, because
Okay.
someone needs to capture this, Lori. Otherwise, it's not real.
It's not real.
It's not real. But my son is engaged, and we're having a wedding next summer. My eldest son, number one,
So exciting.
my birthday boy, twin, and it's very exciting. And we're just
And particularly if you like the person that they're
Love.
engaged to. It's always tricky when you don't. I mean, it is.
no, I know.
I've asked my mom, whose daughters have gotten married multiple times, how she handled all the men that she didn't like.
What did she say?
She said, you learn you have to bite your tongue. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter because it's what they like, and she's lovely. So I'm really
You're
kind
going to
of.
be the mother of the bride.
I know it, and I talked to Allison Kaplan because she has motherof.co, her website, and she's like, Julia, I can't wait. Do you know a color scheme yet? What are you going to look for? And I'm like, oh, I have no idea what I'm going to do.
I'll tell you what. When both of his kids got married, I was so relieved that I wasn't the mother of the bride or the groom, because I'm just the bonus mom. So
I'm just the bonus.
I'm the
mom.
bonus mom, so I get to dress however I like,
Right.
and I didn't.
Well, that
'cause
means
they're-
you're going to have to do all the extra work for me.
Yeah, but
Or
they're
you're not even the bonus mom. You're the auntie.
yeah, and the auntie. But I mean, there is sort of this thing about what to wear. There is, besides the bride and the bridesmaids, if you're lucky enough to have the two moms involved, what are they going to wear, and all of that stuff is a real Panic at the Disco moment.
And there's plenty of time.
Yes.
But my only thing is that I just was at a wedding that was absolutely gorgeous, and I've been to some other weddings, but one of my kids had an 8-week run of weddings just this past summer.
Well, they're at that age.
They're just like done. But the trend is, which I do not like, is when everyone in the wedding party goes to do their makeup, they start at like 6 a.m.
Early.
for makeup. And I'm like, I'll do my own. I don't care that much to go and have to sit that early. And I don't want the bride to, because what a waste of a day to be in hair and makeup for 8 hours.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm much more casual, and she's pretty laid back too, which is wonderful.
Yeah. But do you have any anxiety about what you're going to wear?
Just my arms. Just my arms. I'm lifting weights.
I think that people wonder that, like, how can I find a dress that accentuates all my positives and hides the thing that I don't want to wear?
Because I like my arms, because I'm strong. I am a strong woman, and I do lift weights. There's just bumps in them, and that's just what it is, because, I did that thing.
Well,
But
the other thing, I just gave this counsel to a girlfriend whose daughter is getting married next spring, and she's like, I need the name of your plastic surgeon.
Oh.
I want a facelift before, and I need to
do
know,
it now.
I need to know what my timing is.
Yes.
So I'm like, Dr. Jarvis, Minneapolis Plastic Surgery. The years of experience at that plastic surgery center is unbelievable. And I had a facelift 2 years ago, and so happy with it. And she, like me, hated her neck and her softening jawline. And I'm like, if they're getting married next May, you need to get cracking.
Absolutely.
He's a busy plastic surgeon.
Absolutely.
Board certified.
And just call them and have a consultation,
Yes.
because I do think there's so many things that you can do to enhance yourself. And like, you looked completely natural, Lori. And as I look at your neck, the done neck versus
Yes.
my neck with the lizard strands on it, I have neck jealousy. So give them a buzz, and of course say Lori and Julia sent you.
Yes.
But you can go for your arms, your nose, your eyelids is a simple one that
They've
people
got a
just love.
beautiful skincare clinic that has lots of good solutions.
And their surgery center is on site, which is really important. Tell them the girls sent you, Minneapolis Plastic Surgery. Back
Back to us. Okay, I want you to do a little test.
Okay.
not really a little test, but Merriam-Webster, I'm a fan of following them on social media.
The dictionary people, the
That's
word
right.
people. They're
The
in the
word
word
people.
business for years, apparently.
Yes, they've added 5,000 new words to the dictionary.
Wow.
Yeah. Some of
How
them...
are they? Are they mixed comboed words like I come up with, like frustrated,
Well-
frustrated, and flustered?
I wish they'd put frustrated in the
It's
dictionary.
the best word.
It is. It
Who's
is.
frustrated today? Raise your hand.
Raise your hand if you're frustrated. We love it.
I do love frustrated, Lori.
I do too. I wish it would be. We could just start using. And I also like snaturally.
Lori, it's the best word.
It is.
And we're not even going to describe what it is, but give me
Okay.
give me the new words and I'll see if I can
Do
guess.
you know what teraflop is?
Terra?
Teraflop.
Like you're terrified of being a flop.
I'm just okay. That's what you think it is.
Mm-hmm.
It's how fast your computer goes.
Oh,
Okay, so
not even close.
Yeah, they've added dumb phone.
It's not a dumb waiter. It's a dumb phone.
But what is a dumb phone
It's
by
your
definition?
it's your second phone that you have for business. I have no idea.
Dumb phone is just the phones before smartphones.
Oh,
So your flip
now
phone-
that word did not need to
Right.
come around.
Okay,
that's
this-
a dumb word.
Okay, good.
That is a dumb word for dumb phone.
Okay, they've added cold brew officially, which, okay, fine. They've added Riz.
What is that again?
Riz is you're loaded with charisma.
Oh.
Like if you were to use the phrase "What's new, pussycat?" to somebody, that gal's full of Riz. Riz, it just means you got it. You got
got
that
it. It's-
special something.
Okay.
Like
I would never use that in a sentence.
no, it would sound people would laugh
Laugh
at
at
you.
us.
Mm-hmm. Hard pass.
Yes, we know a hard pass.
That's
I'm
been
not gonna
around
do
for
that.
a while.
Yeah.
Okay, but they finally added
Okay.
it. They've also added dad bod.
I kind of like that.
But that's been around too for
I
a
know,
while. How
but-
come they
but
don't put
again-
mom bod in?
Lori,
I mean,
I'm surprised it's not there. How do you know it's not?
it's not. I looked.
Is it?
Dad bod
And a
is in
dad
there.
bod is because
A soft body, a
Yeah.
belly body.
yeah.
Yeah, it's a.
And what do they call mom bods? Just chubby.
Yeah, I don't
I don't
know.
know. Dad bod at least
Gets
doesn't-
its own word.
It gets its own word, and it doesn't just say flat out.
Yeah.
But everyone knows what it means. He's
It
got
does.
a dad bod, and for some reason, men are always so lucky in this area is because it kind of has a fun, positive vibe, like you're saying. It's
Right.
kind of fun and
Right.
positive.
This word, thankfully, I don't hear it used as much anymore. It feels like it was a word that came of vogue like maybe 3 or 4 years ago, adulting. And I used to hear my nieces and nephews when they first all were done with school or kind of off the company
Need to
dime.
pay for themselves. We're adulting
We're
now.
adulting now, and I'm really in, but I don't really hear them now that they've been in adulting for 4 or 5 years. They don't.
They just
feel
call
that-
it real life.
Yeah, they're not using that word. But anyway, that got added. Also, what got added? WFH. That acronym.
All right, now W what?
WFH.
What the hell?
Okay.
But that
WF, not
I know,
WTH.
I know.
The thing, put on your hat and turn it on and then think.
What farts happen? When farts happen? When farts happen? WFH.
Yeah.
I'm not swearing.
I like that.
Is it a swear word?
No.
What is it?
Work from home.
Oh, duh. That's what we're doing.
Yeah.
Work from dining room table.
WTH, WTF, and WFH.
FH.
Yeah,
All
work
right.
from home.
Those are the names.
Yeah. Beast mode.
You're just digging in. You're just focused.
You're in beast mode. Maybe you're really cranking on some
Yeah.
work project or working out or whatever.
Right. I'm in beast mode. I
Yeah.
would never use that either.
How about side eye?
I like a side eye. But that's kind of funny that's just now.
Now getting into the darium.
I love a side eye. That's
darium.
kinda-
I gave it
the
a new
darium.
word. The darium. I mixed Merriam and dictionary.
I-
Darium. We have a new word, people.
Woo! Lori, that's very good.
All right.
That's very good.
Yeah.
I like some of those words.
Some of them don't make any sense.
But I just am going to say dad bod does get its own kind of positive connotation.
You're
I
absolutely
know.
right.
He's got a dad bod. But I guess if you had a choice of a dad bod or a hard bod, we'd choose hard, wouldn't we?
Yeah. We certainly would. Okay, have you had a chance to catch up with the Lionel Richie memoir? Truly.
It just
500
it
pages.
just came out at the end of last month, Lori.
Yeah.
I haven't had a chance.
You haven't had a chance?
And I did say it was 500 pages. You know, first of all, he is one of the most lovely, genuine men. And
we know this because we sat with him in a booth at the Polo Lounge.
for over an hour.
He-
And it was just him, his friend, the Nightingale singer, this woman who would just walk around the Four Seasons. Oh.
Yes.
But she knew everybody.
And Tanya Hart and you and I.
Yes.
And we sat in the center booth and he thought.
I don't even think there was that many of us. Was there that many? Okay.
Yeah. And we sat in the center booth and he looked around at one point and said, "Are there cameras following you too?" We were making him laugh so much, but he was the most easygoing. I felt like I'd known him forever. And he just welcomed us to the table because he knew Tanya, but we had an absolute dream night with him.
Dream night, and we did make him laugh, Laura.
He looked around and he goes, "Are there cameras? Are you two like Nicole and Paris? Are there something going on?" Because I think I told him the story about going to the Orr House in Superior, and he said, "The Whore House?" And I'm like, "No, the Orr House."
And it does sound
the Orr House, and dancing
like taconite ore,
Yes,
right?
yes.
Because it was the
Okay, and dancing to Brick House on a postage stamped. It looked like the light up colored floors.
Yep.
And we loved dancing to Brick House, and then a Commodore's whatever the slow song was, and how much I hated when some random guy, if I would slow dance, they'd get a boner. And it was in the time of corduroy. And we were just laughing our butts off because in 1976.
That was the hottest song, Lori. She is a brick.
Yeah. So anyway, he's lovely. I want to read his book.
I know a little bit about it.
Okay, tell me. A shout out for Lionel Richie. If you haven't seen The Greatest Night in Pop on Netflix, it's about making We Are the World. And it is a fantastic documentary.
He was a kid that he grew up in Tuskegee, yes.
Alabama.
And
I think his dad was in the military. He might have been a Tuskegee Airman.
He may have been.
Mm-hmm.
And he...
when we read the book, we'll know for sure.
I know, but he had ADHD and it was kind of undiagnosed and he couldn't really settle in on anything. I think his grandmother was a classically trained pianist. And he just kind of... He tried sports, that didn't work. He tried this didn't work. He tried that didn't work. And then kind of music, what really kind of started working for him was writing lyrics. He still to this day cannot read music. That's all. I envy these beautiful brains that just can sit down and play.
See music in their mind
and
or
it's
whatever.
just so cool. And he talked about being depressed and the Commodores was kind of the first group and how when they wrote The Brick House, because it was written by a couple of the Commodores, you know, he was kind of embarrassed. He didn't want his dad to hear it, his parents to hear it, because she's a brick house. Get down. Or what's the one lyric? Baby down, baby down, baby down, baby down. I'm so off because I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
But it was kind of just like racy because, at the time. And he said, but when it became a hit, we all loved that song.
Oh my gosh.
And then just when he broke out on his own, he was married a couple times and he felt like a big failure. I love him. I'm not going to read this book.
Are you going to listen to it?
Nope. No, because I had a couple memoir flops. And
even if Lionel is reading it too? Because I do love his voice.
I know it. I guess I know enough about him. You know, from our one night in 2007, we were best friends. Who needs more?
Yeah, who needs more
I
than
love
that?
him, but I just don't.
All right.
This isn't a book, a memoir. I'm dying.
Okay, you're not going to read this. Well, one memory that was excerpted in People magazine was he was very close with Michael Jackson. And we know this also from watching The Greatest Night in Pop. They wrote We Are the World together. And in Truly, he describes how bonded he and Michael Jackson were over music, but they were so different when it came to daily life. He said, Michael was very close with his brothers and sisters, his mom, but once he went solo, making all these monster albums, movies, videos, he was in charge of his own ship. His day-to-day life was what you would call eccentric, like an absent-minded professor, but still a kid. And he and Quincy Jones used to call Michael Jackson smelly.
Schmelly or just
smelly?
smelly?
Smelly. And Michael would laugh too because he would just wear his clothes. He just wouldn't change his pants. And he said it was poor hygiene that was due in part to his extreme level of fame, and that he often lived on the road and he couldn't just pop into department stores to purchase things like anyone else. He was on tour performing in the elaborate costumes made for him by his stylist, or he was in pajama bottoms and slippers, or he was in his going out clothes, or he was at home and he wanted to be comfortable to practice his dance moves and play with his menagerie of pets. So when it was just the two
I
of them,
don't know anyone who could have by day the same lifestyle as Michael Jackson. That's just weird to me that he wouldn't just order 10 pairs of the same pants.
Yeah, no, he just didn't. He said he was just an eccentric kind of a guy about that, and but he helped him, and I guess he tells several Michael Jackson stories. But he said
That
he
would
was
be the part. I just want to read the Michael Jackson.
Yeah, he was a musical
chapter.
savant who was really going. He said, but in his coming and going daily life, that kid was winging it every minute.
Wow.
So, Truly by Lionel Richie, available.
Do you want to read it?
I would maybe listen to it. I would maybe listen to Lionel reading it to me. I'm interested.
I don't know why.
Yeah, that's
well,
all right.
you do that one.
I'll do that one
I
for
did
us.
Barbara.
Yes.
You do that one for us.
But I'm not going to take 6 months to listen to it.
Only 5. Well, her book was what, 800 and something pages?
Almost, it was like 8 pages short of 1,000.
Yeah, okay. His is only, it's
500.
Yeah.
Which is a lot.
It's 463 pages.
Yeah, that's no problem.
No problem.
No,
I've got it.
I can do that.
You've never listened to a book.
I never have. But now that I realized it and had the epiphany that,
You can listen to books on Libby.
Yes, I never knew that in your car.
Oh, you're so funny.
I
Because
know.
she learned out you could listen to a podcast in your car.
I had to learn these things for this show.
Wow. You're working overtime. Working overtime. You really are. You know, one of the things that I love about traveling with Borton overseas is that these are small group guided tours. They've been doing them forever, and I love being taken care of. I don't want to do all the work to figure out what to do.
Yeah, how many nights do you stay here? What's a good amount of time to stay there? What are all the sites to see in this destination that you might only be at for 3 or 4 days? And like when they plan a trip to Africa, I mean, you could not go to a destination like Africa without going through somebody experience like Borton Overseas, because they will take care of every detail. You'll be so happy.
We love working with them. We've done so many trips with them, I feel like.
And they also do individual custom
Yes.
itineraries for you. So if you don't want to travel with a small group, they can customize an itinerary for you wherever their specialty destinations are, which are Scandinavia, Africa, Antarctica, Latin America,
Asia.
Iceland. I count that in the
Which we've
Scandinavia-
loved.
Yeah.
We just love traveling with them and know you will too. You can contact them at BortonOverseas.com if you want to go on our Scandinavia trip with us, /Lori and Julia. Otherwise, just go to BortonOverseas.com.
That's right.
They're so wonderful to work with. You're going to love them. All right. So I don't know how, we would do fashion on our show and talk about new trends and have people come in and tell us new trends and everything. So here we are.
Well, Sarah Rogers would
Yes,
tell
of
us
course.
stuff.
So here we are back from Paris. We did learn that the color of the fall season is purple.
All shades of it.
All shades of purple.
Prince would be so happy.
Prince would be so happy. And so here are some of the fashions, Lori.
Okay, I'm
and
ready for
you can vintage plaids, preppy motifs. What's a motif?
A motif is just like, I don't know.
It's a hard word to describe. I need to know the definition.
I'll give you the definition
All right.
of it right now. I want to say it's like a pattern,
Preppy motif.
a decorative designer pattern. I was
Okay.
correct.
Okay.
So something could have spiral motifs or leaves, or cats could be a motif.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Because the plaids
The
remind-
nautical
Right.
stuff is a motif.
Right.
The nautical stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
just didn't. You see the word, and you're supposed to know it, but I just thought I'd put you on the spot because you would know it. I wouldn't. Lace comebacks.
Lace comebacks.
What's a lace comeback?
I remember having these little lace clippy things that you would put on the back of a blazer to make it be your big.
Is that a comeback? Like that little clip in the back?
Well,
or is a lace comeback something like a big white belt you'd put under your breasts to tie you in like
Julia,
a St. Pauli girl?
Your dyslexia is showing. Lace has made a comeback.
No.
Okay.
No way.
Lace has come back into style because it comes and it goes. So there's no such thing as a lace comeback.
Okay. That is absolutely my favorite right now. Okay. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Yeah. Lace has got nothing. There's no, lace comeback belt or something.
That's pretty funny because I was trying to think of it was, Lori, that's pretty bad. Okay.
Pretty blonde.
Okay, here's one. Red patent shoes.
Oh, love a red patent
I'd love a
shoes.
red patent Mary Jane. Wouldn't that be about the cutest? I think so. All right, another fashion one, Lori, is...
What's in?
What's in?
Yeah, no.
Pony hair trend. Pony hair trend and pony flats. What are these?
I think the pony is just wearing your hair in a ponytail.
It isn't.
It
That was a
isn't?
trick question.
Okay, what is it?
Well, I think the pony hair trend, the ponytail I think is in, but the pony shoes, it's like animal fur.
Yes, you know what I have? I have a pair in my shoe closet, and they're slingbacks, and they look like cowhide.
I had a cowhide pair of...
And I love those shoes, and I saved them because I thought someday these will be back in, and they kind of have a square toe.
Oh, you're lucky. Because mine were pointed, and there's absolutely no way mine are going to work.
Yeah, shoot.
That my toes don't go in points. My toe doesn't go in a point anymore.
No, neither do mine. They
Not
never
even
did.
at all.
Okay, so we want to have the animal prints never go out of style.
No, they don't.
This is a
It's a lazy one.
This person is becoming lazy. Whoever wrote this.
Fine.
Fine.
And then polka dots.
Polka dots. I bought a polka dot pretty blouse in Paris. I love polka dots. Versus dotted Swiss, which I don't like.
No, that briefly came back a couple years ago, and it's just, that is a dated fabric that belongs in the 1950s or 60s when our mothers used to make us dotted Swiss jumpsuits.
Yes.
Here, Lori's kind of one of my favorite trends for the fall. Neutral caffeine-inspired shades.
Okay, the Hollywood speak on that is that it looks like cold coffee. So it's all the colors of brown, taupe if you like a lot of milk in your coffee or creamer. So it's
a good latte is very taupey, but mocha. I mean,
you got a deeper brown. So
just all of those.
Very, very drab. The colors that everyone just looks forward to wearing.
I think they're kind of boring.
Day-old coffee.
Day-old coffee. Yeah. Okay. Mm-hmm. And then what is a barrel fit jean?
The barrel fit jean, those are those jeans that have they're very unflattering. First of all, they kind of make you look like you're wearing chaps over jeans. So they're very exaggerated down around from the knee to the leg, like J-Lo has been.
But don't they start being wide from the top, like elephant bottoms?
They can, but they barrel out at the bottom or down at the knee and kind of at the side. They really, if you're looking to add hippiness to your look,
just get a barrel.
Get a barrel jean.
Even the name, it'll make you look like a barrel.
A barrel, yeah.
No.
It's one of these things that just impossibly thin people wear with a high heel or a wedge, and they're designer, and then a fitted top. What would Sarah Rogers say if you're going voluminous on the bottom?
Go skinny on the top.
Yeah. You have to be very careful about what you're wearing your barrel jeans with, but I'm not going to invest in barrel jeans.
I'm worried I bought a pair.
You might have.
I'm going to show them to you after this.
And you realize you don't like how they look on you.
I do like this pair. That white pair I have. You saw them.
Yeah, but that's not really a barrel jean.
Okay, fine. So I don't know what it is. But buyer beware of the barrel.
That's right.
Buyer beware of the barrel. They are not chaps. They are just jeans. And that's kind of it. And I think in hair, we're seeing a lot of, the bob that just hits the shoulder.
Yeah.
Which I think, because in Paris, there's not one basic look. I think in Paris, the biggest fashion thing is eyeglasses.
Yeah, you see
I couldn't believe how many fantastic, it's eyeglasses.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
All right, I want to get to, we have not really touched on anything to do with sex or relationships. And I've got an idea for a segment for us to call it Sexfessions, but I need to talk to you off pod what Sexfessions are.
Well, because are they our Sexfessions?
They
Are
could
we
be
just
other people's?
We know a friend who knows a friend?
Well, I mean, I've got a Sexfession for you.
We'll do it.
I mean, I can no longer give hand jobs because of my rotator cuff. I mean,
Stop. Oh my God. That's so unexpected.
Yeah, I know.
Oh
It's
my
a
gosh.
Sexfession,
This
Julia.
this is the day the hand job stopped. How
Julia-
dare your hands?
Oh, it was one of my signature moves.
Okay, you're hysterical.
When, like back in the day, if you just didn't feel like having sex, or you're having a heavy period, or you just weren't in the mood. But sometimes I'd be like, yeah, I can talk dirty to you, and have my mouth available and use my hand. But I can no longer do a hand job
Because of your rotator cuff.
my rotator cuff, and it hurts my wrist.
Okay. It's hand job carpal tunnel. Okay.
So that's my Sexfession.
Okay, that's a really good one.
Okay, but in this,
That, Lori,
I know.
I mean-
you almost spit out your teeth.
I did. I like that one, though, the hand job.
Yeah, it's a real good one.
Was Casey just so disappointed that the world is coming to
he
an
was
end?
disappointed. He enjoyed that because then I would tell him a good dirty
Lori,
story.
you're so amazing.
Yeah, thank
I
you.
can't imagine. But, it's kind of interesting about the hand job because
This is
Sexual
how I
posi-
saved my virginity in high school for quite a while with my serious boyfriend, the goalie.
Oh, gosh,
Hand
remember the
jobs.
goalie,
I
the
wouldn't-
cutest guy on the team, Scott.
Yeah, but I wasn't going to.
Duluth East.
I wasn't going to give him, what if I got pregnant or whatever? So a hand job. Anyway, maybe it's too tame
You
for
could use your
people.
feet.
Yeah, but not as I'm not as adept as I am with my.
You have finger toes, Lori.
but
You
with-
need to put them to work.
I've got a good firm
That's
grip in
just
my
so
hand.
funny that the carpal tunnel now. That's, because there are some things that aren't as comfortable as they used to be with
Oh,
sex.
please.
I mean, hello.
Yeah.
Hello. The one thing I will
Are we
say.
getting a Sexfession from
Well,
you?
not really for me, but I will say one of the one things that I get asked a lot, because in your circle of friends, in the world, everyone knows you to be the great sex person.
Well,
Out of the two of us. I mean, you have more of that moniker than me.
yes, I had. I was single or married and dating. And single from 17 to 37. Prime
years.
dating
I
years.
wasn't.
Yeah.
And so I was married. So child bride, as it were, at 30. But the one thing that a lot of women struggle with is it hurts. Is sex hurts. And so estrogen pills people can get, and they can put them in their vagina with some oil, and then, but get a cream because it doesn't have to hurt. And there's a lot of great creams out there that I've had to share with my friends because they don't want to do it anymore because it hurts too much.
Yes,
it may or may not work for you, but it's worth a try. That's all I'm saying.
You need to see your doctor. Don't you remember when my
Yes.
longtime OBGYN, who I got pap smears from for 17 years, and she retired.
She did.
And she said to me, what would be the last time she would use
I don't want to hear this great thing
ward
about your s'more.
speculum. No, she said to me,
The last time she'd used the
a
what?
warm speculum on me
Okay.
and
Oh gosh.
examined
It was
me.
a sad day for both of you.
It was sad for me because she was my doctor for 17 years. And I just asked her, and I won't give her name, Dr. H. And I said, how's everything looking down there? You've really been looking at it the longest, longer than anybody. Because, she retired 10 years ago. Casey and I hadn't been together that long. And she said to me, Lorene, you know what? Your vagina is aging nicely. And I burst out laughing.
I would have too.
I told you
I
that
would have
on
the
the radio.
speculum would fall out of you from the laugh.
Oh my God. But then she says, she said, and I think, at the time I might have been in my early 50s. And she said, but I would like to make a recommendation.
Mm-hmm.
And she starts talking about this cream, Estrus. And she's talking about it. And finally, I just kind of said, are you talking about La Mer for the pussy? Is that what we're
I can't
talking
believe
about?
you just said that out loud.
Moisturizing
Down there.
inside?
Yes.
She said, Yes, I guess that is what I'm saying. And I thought
La Mer being a fancy makeup
skincare cream. And I
brand.
thought, think of all the time we moisturize our outside skin.
Yes.
Everything in your body is aging inside and out.
Yes.
So anyway,
How, did you like saying that word?
what, La Mer for the pussy. I've always wanted to market it as such, but it is your doctor does prescribe it.
I would have been gasped and I would have said, Donnie, turn off her mic. Turn it off. We can't say that word. But it's really good advice.
Yeah,
it's good advice.
And I'm so grateful to her that she got me using La Mer for the kitty for a long time, because I've never had any pain issues down there with sex or anything. And I know people do. And I just wanted to pass that along.
It's excellent. I think we did it. We talked a little bit about real stuff.
Yeah.
About our...
Yeah.
But the hand job one was out of left field, and I just appreciate that one so much, Lori. I really do. Oh, my gosh.
We'd appreciate it as much as the new, this is a new thing in childbirth, because you've got a boy that's engaged, and
I can't wait to be a grandma. By the way, I can't stand waiting.
I know. So there's a new company who wants you to have an orgasm during childbirth, and they even have a vibrator for it. And
what does that look like?
Did you ever think Lamaze is great, but sure could be sexier? Well, with contractions, hospital lighting, guttural screams, and a chorus of people urging you to push, childbirth is not thought of as some kind of pleasurable orgasmic experience, even though I've heard women who've had an orgasm.
Like I don't know one person.
I don't either.
Okay, because and the reason why it's not seen as an orgasmic experience is because it's not.
It's not.
It is not. It is painful. It is different than anything you ever expect. It is not that way. And the last thing I would do is be in the delivery room with a vibrator.
Oh, it's called a Fin Pleasure Vibe. And
who would ever do that?
It's $49, and it's a wearable finger vibrator that's discreet and intuitive, and you can use it at home or in a hospital setting.
You're so big, you can't even get there.
Right.
How do you navigate around the back?
Well, this company...
Lori, this is such a... I could have told them, that's not going to fly.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know anybody who would do that.
Who would masturbate during childbirth? Let's put it out
First
there.
of all, you can't get your hands there, or if you got someone else's hand there. If you do, please direct message Lori.
There was a survey done in 2024 that found that 1 out of 3 women expressed interest in exploring self-pleasure during labor.
Oh, for crying out loud. Come on.
And there
1 out of 3?
1 out of 3, and a pregnancy coach who teaches women to have an orgasm during labor, let's say orgasm, says an orgasm can be 10 times stronger than morphine. I say give me the morphine.
100%, Lori.
Yeah.
I just don't.
Orgasmic
if
birth.
even anyone suggested that when I was in labor, I would just I would have kicked them.
Let's check back in a year and see if Merriam-Webster adds orgasmic birth to the dictionary.
Okay. You heard it first here. I absolutely love that.
Most people feel natural waves of sensation. I've heard that it's pain sensation. Nothing...
some people describe, some people's births aren't as painful. Some people's bodies are just easier because the way their cervix is or whatever. They can handle childbirth better. But I don't know one friend who's ever said, oh my gosh, childbirth was so great.
Do it again.
I had an orgasm.
Yeah, right. Well, you would know.
You wouldn't even know what it was at that point. I remember asking them because they're like, it's time to push. And I'm like, how does that feel? How do I do that? And they had to show me where I was supposed to push by putting,
what?
a little at their hand at me.
Oh my God.
Oh no, I didn't. Because I'm like, I don't know what I was so, you just don't know.
Yeah. So
my labor was not fun.
Ain't nobody got time for orgasms during
and I don't think
childbirth.
I'm not going to invest in the fin.
In the
vibrator fin.
$49 for this
too
finger
much.
vibrator. You've got your own fingers.
But you're not going to use them when you're delivering children because you can't get them there.
Right.
Unless I saw the best thing though, Lori.
What?
Because I've always wanted to be a flight attendant. Okay. And much
You
to
say
your
that. You
but
say that.
for years, I wanted to cut hair originally. I wanted to be a flight attendant. I just think I like waiting on people, and I think it'd be fun, and I still do. And so when we were in Paris and we met, I can't remember the woman who hears our voice up at the Sacre Coeur and says, "Lori and Julia," and then we meet the two flight attendants, and one is like Christine or something, who's little, short like me.
Yeah.
And then another woman, they end up being our flight attendants when we flew back the next day from Paris. She was on my side of the plane and she's short like me. And so, to shut the overhead bins, it's a big reach. I mean, like
I'm
barely
always helping people put stuff in
Yeah.
their bins or take it out.
Because
I'm good like
tall.
that.
So she has
A
an
step stool?
arm with a Mickey Mouse hand on the end of it. It's like a hand extender. It's a pole
To help her pull down the bins.
to pull down the bins to shut them. So it's a Mickey Mouse hand that comes up. I laugh so hard, and she's so cute with her little
Brilliant.
Mickey Mouse
I've
hand.
never seen that.
It was
I would have
so,
loved to have seen that.
It was so funny, and I'm like, "How smart are you?" She's got the helping hand.
And
It was the cutest thing ever.
That does sound very cute.
So there you go. If you see her, she's a great flight attendant. I think she just flies international, in case you're wondering.
Yeah.
Anywho,
All right.
that's just a good idea for sure, people. All right, are you done with me yet?
I'm kind of done with you.
Are you
I'm ready to be,
footloose and fancy
footloose
free,
and,
Lori?
footloose and fancy free right now. Yeah. It's a long, I'm driving 15 miles a day to Woodbury. 30 miles road trip. We're
Okay.
having the reverse of our radio commute.
We
where
are-
I drove just a little tiny bit and you drove all the way.
You were 7 minutes away from work.
That's
You'd
right.
always say, even in a snowstorm, Julia, I'm 7 minutes away.
Well, that means that I could never miss any work.
No,
Because
you
I had
couldn't.
four-wheel driving. I was
But
so
you have
close.
to actually drive all the way out here.
to Woodbury. Oh my gosh.
That's
la
so,
la.
but you're right. It is funny that you're driving. Anyway, all right, we're out of here. Having a great night. I hope you had fun hanging out with us. We'll be back.